All right, so we're going to discuss if you start this business, where to from here. Your sponsor kind of left you in the dark. You don't know what to do next. You know you paid $200, but what next? All right, so you've got a spare device, hopefully, and whatever I do, I'm going to do it on my PC because it's just easier. Otherwise, I have to do this like this for you. It's not going to work so well, and I can't share the screen. I don't know. Maybe we can. I don't know. It's too fancy for me. I'm not that tech savvy. My PC screen I can share. So I'm going to show on the PC screen where to from now. All right, you signed up, but your sponsor's not giving you any assistance, or they are also new and they don't know what to give you. So what do you do when you start this business? Number one, you have to belong in your sponsor's WhatsApp group or in somebody's WhatsApp group. And why is that important? Because in the WhatsApp groups, I started this leg starts with me, and I will put in the webinars. Now, your sponsor might decide that they're going to break away and they're going to do their own webinars and stuff. And that's okay, as long as you belong to somebody's WhatsApp group and you know when webinars are happening, because this is where we tell people what's going to happen. All right. And I'm going to start off by just showing you that my WhatsApp group is not that busy because all I put in there is the main stuff, right? Which is like the webinars and so forth. So let's do a screen share of my WhatsApp group to start with. Because this you should be getting as well. As soon as I post something on my WhatsApp group, my people, my frontline people will post it to their groups and their groups. Right, let me just get everything out the way here. Now I'm just going to go back to Monday kind of thing, somewhere here. Now, this was the 15th. I think that was last week, Sunday. We had a hell of a lot happening last week, Sunday. All right. So this is Sunday. We had a webinar at 6 p.m. in Afrikaans. We had a webinar at 7 p.m. in English. So this is what I post in my group. And this should, from my group, it goes to my frontline. My frontline's in this group, and will go into their groups, into their groups, into their groups, and so forth. And here I ask people, what would suit you best? So we do training at 10 o'clock or 3 o'clock. That was for last week's, or for the Monday last week. This week, Monday, we did training. 10 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Most voted for 3 o'clock. And I had two other groups that I also asked. So here we go. So we're going to have training. But also my upline had training going on. So he had an opportunity meeting at 2 o'clock. He did training at 3 o'clock. He did pin resets at 4 o'clock. I posted all that. So this should get to you as well. Wherever you are, doesn't matter which level you are from me, whether you're on level 20 or 30 or 2 or 3, this should get to you because my upline will also look after you, right? Especially for pin resets. If you didn't get your Celbux pin or something, or you want to get your BeeCoinWise password reset, he will do it for us. All right. There's our training at 3 p.m. on Monday. There's our passive income training on the 16th in the evening and the 16th. And so it goes on. Then I realized, oh my gosh, we've got so much stuff on. Let me just summarize all the stuff that's going on. So there was a webinar at 2 o'clock from Dave. There was, you can see, just a lot of stuff that happened. So I just summarized them all right? Because this is what leaders will do. They will let their members know exactly what's going on in this business. But my leaders that I've created and who created themselves as well in many cases, they will pass this on as well. Because you are all welcome to attend any of these Zooms and stuff. I've got people like this one that left. Oh, too much stuff happening on this group. Please, it's only announcements. It's for you to grow your business. So if you don't want to do it, Vanessa's not going to be successful, unfortunately, because this is too much. Because yes, on Sunday, there were quite a lot of stuff going on. And then I summarized it in one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 opportunities for you to either learn, to get resets or whatever, but for you to send on to your people. So maybe they needed the reset. They'll go to the reset one. They're all in here saying what it is. There's the reset, pin resets, this one, that one, pin resets, right? Or maybe you've got people that wants to attend an English webinar. Maybe they don't like me and they want to go to Dave. Well, there's Dave's English webinar. They can attend. All right. But Vanessa decided, oh, this is too much. Okay. There you go. You're just not going to be successful in your business. Maybe she wants to do it by herself. It's okay. All right. I don't cry about this. In the beginning, I felt bad. I did obviously contact and ask, why did you leave the group? Because she's one of the people that I brought in. And oh no, it's just too busy. Okay, good for you. Off you go. I don't cry about that. It's her business. Unfortunately, she's part of my business. So if she doesn't grow, I don't grow in that league. But it's how it is. Some people, they just don't go anywhere. And that's what we post. Then we started with some challenges. Oh, here's like an announcement. Can't remember what this was. Oh, that's just saying that we're not doing Afrikaans webinars. Now, I had some feedback, but Afrikaans webinars dropped to like 15 and 12 and 16 people. I can't do Afrikaans webinars if there's only 15 people and 10 of them is already in the business. I need commitment. If you guys want me to do Afrikaans webinars, bring the people. I don't mind doing them. We're doing one tonight at 8 o'clock. Bring your people. Even if they're not interested yet, just tell them to come and listen. Our webinars do convert. The other night we were like, I think we were 15 people, 3 of them not in the business. All 3 of them started the business because they saw the opportunity. Bring your people to the webinars, all right? Then we started with some challenges. Here was a Thursday challenge, find your wallet. We start to try and make it some fun by doing something every day. What's the challenge for the day? Right? I didn't actually put one out today. I don't think so. Doesn't matter because we got training. Find your wallet. The next day, let's go spend with the wallet or become a leader. Let's become a leader for your team. Are you guys actually seeing what I'm seeing? I hope so. Yes, you are. So this is the only thing that's on my group, but all this gets pushed through to your groups, right? Here's Total Energies. On Friday, they had a special. So I thought, okay, let me post it in my group. So everybody can benefit from this because on Friday, you could earn rewards from your Discount card, you could earn from your Total card, and you earn from your 168 payment. 3 rewards on one day. So I put that out. Then it was payday on Friday, obviously. So I say, yeah, I got paid. And now we need to convert our vouchers to 168. We need to collapse and all that kind of stuff. All right. So this is everything happening. Okay. Then we talk about the webinar that we've got today and so forth. So this is what happens in my group. All right. So you're not missing anything because all that should go into your groups. Okay. So if you are new, you have to belong into somebody's WhatsApp group. And that's why I'm showing you that, because everything that we do is happening basically in WhatsApp. All the announcements, all the webinars, all the trainings. If one of the PDFs changes how to do this, how to do that, how to find your wallet, if something changes, it goes into my WhatsApp group and it populates through to all the other groups. So make sure if you are a newbie to belong to somebody's WhatsApp group. Or ask your sponsor, how will you know about webinars? And if your sponsor's like, oh, I don't know, you tell him or her, ask your sponsor. Because if you're not part of a WhatsApp group, how will you know about every day's link for the webinars? We do these every day. We do webinars. This weekend, I didn't do on Friday and Saturday. Usually I take Saturdays off. This week I took Friday off as well because we had like a family bride and stuff going on. But otherwise, let's say Sunday to Friday, there will always be webinars for you to bring your people to. All right. So that's the first thing. As a newbie, you have to belong to somebody's WhatsApp group. But you already start your WhatsApp group because you need to start building your database, because all the documents that we use must be available to your people because we are duplicating. It doesn't come from me or Latasha or Willem or Salome or Tiffany Nuala. No, it comes from you. If you sign up somebody, you have to duplicate and give all these documents to them. So I'm not tech savvy, but I'm not extremely tech savvy, but I kind of figured out how a Google Drive works. So I just put everything on my Google Drive. My team pulls it from the Google Drive and they do what they need to do. Some will just keep it on their phone, and when somebody joins, they just push it via WhatsApp to their people. It's okay. You don't have to have a Google Drive. It just works. So if you're not that tech savvy, maybe try and learn about a Google Drive. I still can't tell you exactly how it works because I just know it works, but don't ask me why. I know it works. And that's how much I know about Google Drive. I just push it there and I know it's there. All right. So let's see. Look, who's Benny? Can you get to the point? Benny, I don't know what point you're talking about. Be patient. We are talking to people that has not been in this business before as well, okay? So I'm not sure what the point was. What time was that? 15:46, 10 minutes ago. I don't know what the point was. But anyway, belong to a group. All right. So that's the first thing as a newbie. Now, let's get practical here. As a newbie, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you can log into your BeeCoinWise website and into your Celbux website. Those are the two spaces that you will work with most of the time. Now, how do we do that? This is where I'm going to share my screen, and this is where you're going to do the same. If you've never been into your BeeCoinWise website, this is where you're going to do it with me. I'm going to show you step by step, how do you log in to these websites. All right. Let's just get the screen sharing going. Where's this BeeCoinWise? Okay. So BeeCoinWise website, obviously, you go to becw.co.za, right? becw.co.za. Now, if you've got a spare device, that's what you're going to do now. You're going to do the same, right? Follow us. Now, you can go home, register, or log in. You're going to do the login, obviously, right? Because you want to get in. Login is going to ask you for your username. Now, your username is your mobile number that you registered with. Now, let me just get this number for this person. So the mobile number, we're gonna log in to see the inside of our business. I think this is right. Oops, that one. Hopefully I'm not locking him out. There we go. Username and password. You created your own password. Don't ask me what's your password. I don't know. You did a screenshot of your password when you did the registration, right? Now you're inside. Once you're inside of your BeeCoinWise office space, I call this your virtual office. This is where you're going to see your office, where you're going to see your business grow. Okay. You've got a few things here. The referrals is where you're going to see who is in your business. FAQs, just frequently answered questions, right? That people's got. Here is a manual. Please. Everything is here. Most of the stuff. We've also got manuals that we've put out, but you can literally get everything from inside. Do you know how many people don't know about this? It's all in here. What BeeCoinWise can do for you, right? Just a little bit of background. Page number 2, how to register or to join. Page number 3, how to use your voucher. Page number 4, our merchants. Page number 5, how to use, but this one I wouldn't use. All right, page number 5, how to use your Celbux app. It's a bit, I checked it out again last night. Use ours, it's easier. Page number 6, your BeeCoinWise Back-Office, how to log in. Obviously, to see this, you had to be able to log in, but you can show this to your new people. How to view your matrix, how to view your statement. How many of you know how to view your statement, right? Did you know there's a statement where you can see your earnings? How to change your login details, how to change the links and so forth. Right, that was page 6. Page 7, contact details. Guys, this is, if you've got any issues, number 1, go to your sponsor. If that fails, you can try myself or, something like this. And then we go to support. There's an email address. Don't use their email address. All right. It takes much longer to get to them via the email address than using their WhatsApp number. There's their WhatsApp number. Save it as a contact, BeeCoinWise support. Whenever you've got issues, send it then to them. If your upline, your sponsor could not fix it for you, or I can't fix it, then it goes to the WhatsApp number here, 061 501 0386. That is the support. Send it once per week and wait. Don't send it every day. They work from the oldest message to the newest. If you are impatient and tomorrow you send it again, guess what? You become the newest. And if you send it the next day again, you become the newest. They never get to your message because your message goes to the top. They work from the bottom up. All right. Send it once, wait for a week. If they fix the problem, they won't always get back to you and say, we fixed it. You'll just see it's been fixed. All right. That's why in a week's time, if it's not fixed, yes, send them another message. So just to make sure it's in the queue type of thing. But don't send them every day the same thing. You will never get to the bottom where they actually start. All right. But that is their support number. It's all in here. Where do you get your membership number? So many people don't know. We've logged in. This is the top of your screen. Now, if you're on a mobile phone, you'll see in the top right corner, there's this little 3-4 lines, I think 3 or 4 lines, the hamburger icon. Click on that little hamburger, the 3 lines, and you'll see the same thing. It will say Homes, Referral, FAQ, Menu, and Settings. When you go into the Settings area, this is where you're going to see your personal link. Again, if you're on a mobile phone right now, you're not going to see the entire link because it cuts off more or less here at the hash sign. You can't see any further, but it's there. Just click on it. It will say copy it. And if you copy that anywhere, paste it in a WhatsApp or on a Word document, whatever, it will show you the entire link. Okay. So yeah, look at this. This was on Tuesday. This person is 8743. And this morning or yesterday, somebody was at 9,000 something. Today or tomorrow, we will hit 10,000. This is how fast the business grows. If your member hasn't paid their 200 Rand, here they can find the banking details as well. And this is personalized per member. So if this member had to pay, they will go to FNB, to the account number 631, blah, blah, blah. And this is the reference this member needs to put in as the beneficiary reference or the recipient reference, their reference, whatever this person's banking detail or bank app asks for. Everyone has got his own reference. When you sign up somebody, please tell them to make sure when they pay the 200 Rand that the reference is their mobile number in the format of the 27, drop the 0, and then the mobile number. So 068 is the mobile number of this person, but it's actually, in this case, we just put 2768. We drop that first 0 when you do the payment of the 200 Rand. So all this is in your settings area, and this is where you get the link. You can't believe how many people ask me, where do I find my link? Okay, it's in the settings. Now, what else do we see here? You see your referrals. So when you see this little arrow next to your name, it means you've already got people in your first level. When you click on that, it will open up and you'll see who's in your first level. When they're green, it means you've already been paid. You got your 60 Rand, your 10 Rand per person, and 50 Rand if they used your referral number. And then if there's another level, you can click on there and it goes to the next level. Now this person, Moloko, has already paid, and BeeCoinWise saw the proof of payment and has matched the proof of payment. So this person, yes, I've got your 200 Rand and it's matched. And on Friday, this person, Gustav, will get paid the 60 or the money. So on this case, it will be on the second level, 5 Rand. Motsatsi is going to receive 60 Rand because it's the first level, it's 10 Rand, and they used her reference link, extra 50 Rand. So she knows on Friday there's already 60 Rand. This person knows there's 5 Rand so far on Friday's payment. Because this is the second level, you get 5 Rand for your second level. Everything's in your back office. Now, I know for a fact Lucia has also paid, but this person signed up yesterday, I think. She will turn orange during the week, and Gustav will receive the 60 Rand for this person. So there's 60 Rand here and 5 Rand here. This is 65 Rand waiting. And this person is probably paid as well, because I think this person said that's her daughter. So this is how you can kind of forecast in the beginning. But once you grow to legs and legs within legs and so forth, you don't keep track. You just see on Friday you get paid. All right. But this is all in your back office. This is how you see how your team is going. All right. Are we happy with that so far? So that's the first thing that you as a newbie do. You go and check where's your link. There it is. That's the link people will register with. Okay. Right. So now you know how to get into your BeeCoinWise office. When you're done, click on sign out. Don't just close the window because sometimes it will lock you out and next time you can't get in. Just click on the sign out. Do you want to sign out? Of course, I want to sign out. Okay. The next thing you need to check is, can you get into Celbux? All right. So we get this out the way. Celbux.com. That's your second space. This is your digital wallet. This is the heart of your business. You need to spend with this wallet. Can you get in? Yes or no? Maybe not. Why? Because maybe you didn't get the SMS. Why not? There's a few reasons. One of them is when you registered, you never click continue on the second page when you created your account. You know, when you create your account, you click it, you fill in all your details, and at the bottom it says sign up. You sign up, it goes to the next page, which shows your banking details. Underneath the banking details is a button that says continue. Many people don't click on it because they think they have to pay immediately. No, that continue button is to create your Celbux account. And then you will pay your 200 Rand later through your own banking app. It's not automated. So that's the one reason why you might not have received your 1 cent, why you've not received your 5-digit PIN from Celbux, because you didn't click on the continue. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to maybe fix that. There's a shortcut, or there's a way that we try as a first option to see if it works. The second reason is there's just something that stopped your mobile number from integrating with Celbux and it didn't activate your wallet, in which case I'm going to show you how to activate your wallet. Well, your sponsor is going to help you to activate that. All right. Your sponsor is responsible for you to do this one test. If you did not get your 5-digit PIN, your sponsor is going to spend 1 cent on you. All right. That's his responsibility, her responsibility. So if you're going to bring people in and they didn't get the 5-digit code, you're going to send 1 cent to your new member. Okay. But I'm going to show you inside this wallet how to do that. Okay. So you go to celbux.com. Now, let's say you did get your 5-digit PIN. This is what you're going to do. You're going to log in. And if you have brought on members and that member tells you they did not get their 5-digit PIN, you're going to log into your Celbux and you're going to send them 1 cent. So we're going to do all that in this exercise now. Right. So you've got your phones and your laptops ready. Let's log into our Celbux account. Very easy. There's only one thing we always have to remember. When you do your username, you can do it with your normal number, 068 or whatever. I prefer to do it the 27 way because that's the SMS I got, is to say your number is 27, mine was 8364, blah, blah, blah. This person is 27 and then mobile number without the 0. Let me just get this number. And then with the PIN. Now, the PIN was sent to this person, obviously. I just want to get the PIN. I don't know his PIN off by heart. Let me just open that file quickly. What was his PIN? Okay, so I can't tell you the PIN because then you can also get in there. Your 5-digit PIN goes in here. And then you're going to log in. Now, when you click on that login, stand back, relax. You can see the thing is going there at the top. Don't touch, don't click twice. If you click twice, you're going to lock yourself out. Click once and stand back and relax. All right, hold your breath. Don't do anything further. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, this person has already received some money, as you can see, right? This is your home page. It will land on your home page where you can see your wallet balance, your voucher balance, how many vouchers, how many transactions. Nobody cares about those things. All you worry about is really your voucher balance, because that says how much money can I go and spend. You can only spend what's in your voucher balance, limited to what's in your 168 code, which is here in your voucher line here. This 168 code here will tell you how much you can spend. In this case, the full amount of 180. Now, if this person earns on Friday, I showed you in the BeeCoinWise back office, this person will earn at least 60 bucks and probably another 5, well, 60 and the 5, the orange people. So 65 Rand will come in on Friday. It will create another line in this voucher section. It will start with a 432, 401, 632, whatever. It's just not going to be a 168. Okay. Now let's say 60 Rand comes in. That means in total, it will show there's 240 Rand. But I can only spend whatever is in this 168 code here. Okay. Which is the 180. Before I can spend the balance, I need to put that earning voucher part of this 168. But at least now you know how to log into your Celbux wallet. Okay. Now let's say your member comes in and they say to you, I have been unable, or I did not get my 1 cent. I cannot log in. I'm unable to log into my Celbux because I didn't get the 5-digit PIN. You are going to send them 1 cent. Now, how do you do that? And if you didn't get your 5-digit PIN, you're going to ask your sponsor to send you 1 cent. This 1 cent will, in most cases, activate your wallet and send the 5-digit PIN. It's not guaranteed. Sometimes nothing's going to happen. All right. And sometimes you're going to get the 1 cent, but still not the 5-digit PIN. And sometimes you'll get the 1 cent and the 5-digit PIN. So obviously, the third one, where you get the 1 cent and 5-digit PIN, that is what you really want to get, because that is now activating your wallet and you can log in. If you only get the 1 cent, it means we need to do a PIN reset for you. Now, when I showed you my group and I showed you the PIN resets, Dave will do that. You can also get it done through the support team at Celbux on their website at the contact us or support or whatever. There's a WhatsApp number that belongs to Beryl at Celbux. You can send them and say, please, can you reset my wallet? Okay. They will send you a 5-digit or 6-digit OTP, which you need to give back to them, and they reset your PIN. They send you the new 5-digit PIN. But in this case now, we're going to assume this person has, or let's say this is me. I've signed up somebody that did not get their PIN. I need to send them 1 cent, but not from the voucher balance, because the voucher is just a voucher, it doesn't activate the account. The wallet balance, don't know why they call this a wallet and this a voucher, but anyway, the wallet balance, let's say this is your cash in the piggy bank that you hide underneath your mattress. Nobody sees this. We need to transfer from this one. The voucher balance is what's in your wallet. It's confusing, I know. The voucher balance is actually in your wallet that you can go and spend, limited to whatever is in the 168 balance. Okay. The wallet balance is the cash portion that you can transfer to another person to activate their wallet. Okay. Now, how do we get money into our wallet balance? This is the only time that you will use this transfer key up here, this black one here. Right. If you're going to transfer to another member, you don't do it here, because that will just put it into their wallet balance. It's not where you want it. You want, if you transfer to another person, you want it to be part of their spending money. It needs to go to their voucher. So we're going to do a transfer from here into this wallet balance here. All right. And let's just say I want to transfer 5 Rand, because that's going to give me 500 1 cent pieces that I can transfer to the next people that joins the business. So I'm going to say transfer. Oh, no, sorry. Let's rewind a bit. That is when we do the actual transfer. I want to get money in here. I know there's already 1 cent, but I want to show you how to get that 1 cent in here. So you're going to go to the My Voucher section. I need to take money from this 168 and put it in here. So I want to take from this voucher balance here, and I want to put it in here. All right. Because this is what we're going to use when our member did not get their when they did not get their 5-digit code. So we go to My Vouchers, because this is where we do the actual transactions. And I'm going to take 1 Rand, and I'm going to put it into that cash portion. I call it the cash portion. So you're going to see there's the 168, right? If you're on a mobile phone, you need to now scroll from right to left so you can get to these 3 buttons here. Once you get here, you're going to say settle the voucher. Settle will take it from that voucher balance into the wallet balance. Okay, so we're going to say settle, and I'm just going to say settle 1 Rand. Right? 1 Rand. Settle. Now you're going to click once here, and you're going to stand back and relax. Don't do anything. Just click, stand back, do nothing, right? Until the screen has refreshed. Now we're going to wait and wait. We're going to see here at the bottom, it says now success. Okay. But we're just going to wait and make sure this changes to 179. So do nothing, just relax. 179. Okay. Now that will be my new balance that I can spend. Okay. Now I can go to this transfer. Now let's go back to home just to show you that it's now being transferred. when we're in the home area, eventually, it's nice and slow today. There we go. See, there was 1 cent. Now there's 1 rand and 1 cent here. And this balance, the voucher balance, reduced by 1 rand. And I can see here at the bottom of my transaction history, there's that I've just done it at 2:15. This is Zulu time. If you're in the aviation industry, it's the GMT time. It's actually 16:15 our time. There's the 1 rand that went out. Okay. So the 1 rand went from voucher to wallet. Now I'm going to transfer 1 cent to the member that told me his wallet, he did not get his 5-digit PIN. I'm going to try and activate his wallet for him or her. Okay. Let's just say disclaimer now, or how do we say it? When I refer to he or him or his, it's for all sexes. All right. Then I don't have to say his or her or this or that or whatever. We just talk all sexes here. So I'm going to transfer 1 cent. Now I'm just going to pretend my own wallet has never activated. So I'm going to now, this person is going to, let's say this is my sponsor, is going to try and activate my wallet. So all we're going to do is, this is now the only time we use this transfer. This transfer button here, this big black block transfer, will transfer from this balance here. Okay. So we're going to say transfer, and the recipient is going to be 27, right? Which is now, I do it that way, and my number, right? And we're going to transfer 1 cent and submit and stand back. And all this is doing is transferring 1 cent cash from this wallet into my wallet, hopefully to activate my wallet. Okay. Now, there it says it's done. And here I just got the SMS on my phone that says, let's just see, what does it say? You've received 1 cent from Gustav. Your new wallet balance is now my new wallet balance, and I can now go and check in my Celbux. Now, if my wallet was not activated, and I'm extremely lucky, it will also have sent now the 5-digit PIN to me. But obviously my wallet has been activated a long time ago. That's why I can spend so much from it. So, but here it is. I just got 1 cent. Okay. Now, that's how you're going to help your member activate their wallet. Or if your wallet was never activated, you're going to ask your sponsor to send you 1 cent in this fashion. Tell them to go to YouTube to watch this training, and they will see what to do. Okay. That's if your sponsor is active in the business. All right. Now, this is how we transfer from our cash portion. I call it our cash portion, the wallet cash portion, to a member to try and activate their wallet. Let's say I want to just transfer money from this wallet to my wallet. Okay. So I'm going to transfer, let's say, 4 rand from this. I want to give 4 rand. Gustav wants to give me 4 rand. How do we transfer? We go back to our voucher section, my vouchers. And you can transfer from the 168. So we're going to take this 168. So this number, if you're on a mobile phone, just from right to left to get to the 3 dots, we're going to click here and we're going to transfer. See, here's a transfer. So we've done a few things now. The settle was to take from this balance and put it into the cash wallet portion, which we then used this transfer block here at the top to transfer to our new member to try and activate their wallet. Now you want to be nice and you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to give you 5 rand or 1 rand just to show you that it actually works. In this case, you're going to transfer. So you transfer wallet. This is this one. All right. The collapse is when you collapse every Friday. When you get your weekly earnings, you use the collapse and it just puts all the voucher numbers together into one 168 voucher number. So now we're going to transfer, and we're going to transfer again to me. So I'm just going to use my own number, 276074117. And you don't have to put in an ID number. See, it doesn't have the little red thing. So you can leave that blank for now. And we're just going to transfer, let's say 4 rand. And then we click on transfer. And that's how you transfer between wallets. So you want to maybe transfer to your mother or to your son or to your wife or husband or whatever. This is how you transfer. you just leave it alone. There it says success voucher transferred, but let's just wait until it does its thing. And you'll see, boom, and I've just got my SMS. And if I go into my SMS, it will say, you've just received a BeeCoinWise voucher for 4 Rand from Gustav. Your balance is now so much, and your new 168 number is giving me my new 168 number, which is now increased with 4 Rand. So I've received 4 Rand, and it tells me from whom. So I can say, hey, Gustav, thank you very much for the 4 Rand. I do appreciate you. All right. I can go and buy 2 drops of water. Can you now transfer me 4,000 Rand? Something like that. All right. So there's the new 168 voucher number. This person's got 175 left in his wallet. So we go back to home. And what I need to do, obviously, now, very quickly, I need to unshare, because anybody can actually now use that voucher number and transfer money. So let me just go and protect his voucher very quickly. So I'm just going to collapse it in itself, because obviously I trust people. But if anybody's not taken that number, they can actually go and spend that 175. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going back in and I'm doing a collapse on that 168. So I'm just going to give it a new number. So nobody's got that number. Nobody can spend that number. All right. Not like I don't trust people, but you never know who's in here. There we go. It has reset that number. Let's see. Hopefully the 175 is still there. Whew, it's still there. All right. Cool. Now I can't even show you the front page again because the new voucher number will be there. But you get that, right? So what did we do now? You as a newbie, when you start this business, the first thing you need to do is, can I get into BeeCoinWise? Yes, great. Do I know where's my link? My personal link? Yes. You go to your settings. Okay. Second thing is, can I get into my Celbux wallet? Yes, great. I'm in. I can see everything. Everything will be zeros. The first time you log into your BeeCoinWise, everything's going to be zero. Okay. Then you're going to fund your wallet. All right, which we're going to do now. Okay. But not in real terms now, because then I have to do the whole net bank thing from my side and so forth. I'm just going to show you the PDF, how to fund your wallet. If you did not get your code, what do? You go back to your sponsor and say, please transfer me 1 cent. Oh, I don't know how. Go and watch the YouTube. It will be on by tomorrow. It will be on my YouTube channel. You tell your sponsor, go check the YouTube if you don't know. There is a document how to transfer 1 cent to your member. Okay, so they can also get the PDF file from their sponsor if they don't have it. If they do the 1 cent, one of 3 things is going to happen. You're going to get an SMS that says 1 cent received, but nothing else. Okay, you need to then attend the hospital 911 Zoom call where we do the PIN resets by Dave. Another thing that could happen, you get your 1 cent and you get your PIN. Great stuff, right? Everything is honky-dory, you can log in. The other thing is you get nothing. All right, in which case, go to 911 and let's see if Dave can fix it for you. All right, cool. Now, the other thing, very important from my point of view, when you join this business and you can log into Celbux, you can log into BeeCoinWise as a new person, fund your wallet and see that it works. All right. Because once you fund it, even if it's just 5 Rand and you see it works, you can then put in 100 Rand or 500 Rand or 1,000 Rand. Doesn't matter. Okay. So let's fund our wallet. But in this case, I'm just going to show you the PDF, how we fund our wallet. And I'm just going to point out a few things that you need to be careful about. How fund we are on version number 7, I think. Where's the fund the wallet? How to load funds in the wallet. Now, again, this document, you will get this from your sponsor. They should have this document. All right. So I'm going to share the screen again. Let me just get this ready. Right. And this is how you're going to fund your wallet. Cool. Right. You can see that. So we're going to fund our wallet. Follow these steps very carefully. There are 2 ways of funding your wallet. Well, there's one way. All the banks except Capitec will do it the easy way. And Capitec, because they're so slow, we punish them, they'll do it the long way. Okay. So Capitec, unfortunately, is the slowest bank. We're not really punishing them. It's just that they are not really using the easy way. So it's not us, it's them. Right. So what are we going to do? So how do you load funds into your Celbux wallet? All banks except Capitec, right? Every bank except Capitec will do this. We can load our wallets basically. I say to you Monday to Friday during office hours. It's just, to be disciplined. But you can really fund it 24/7. Do immediate payment and you will see your funds coming into your Celbux wallet. Okay. If you're not doing immediate payment, then I suggest do Monday to Friday. If you would net bank, 24/7. You can fund any time of the day, weekend, doesn't matter. You will get your money basically within 15 minutes or so. All right. So Nedbank's a good bank. That's why I've been with them since 2007. Anyway, now, what are you going to do? How do you fund your wallet? You're literally doing an EFT from your account to another account. That's all you're doing. You EFT from you to, let's say, your doctor, from you to your mother, from you to your son. It doesn't matter. You're just going to do an EFT from your bank to Celbux NetBank account. Celbux has got a NetBank account. All the money will go in there. Don't worry, it's safe. Celbux has got a deposit holders license with NetBank. They are authorized to keep your deposits. How do they know what money belongs to you? Well, it belongs to you because your account number within Celbux NetBank account is your mobile number. Okay, your mobile number is unique to you, and that's why we're going to do an EFT from your bank account to Celbux's NetBank account, and they're going to put it into the little piggy bank that is labeled with your mobile number. All right. How do we do that? Well, you go into your banking app. You're going to create a new beneficiary. I call it Celbux Wallet, but you call it whatever you want, right? And I'm going to make a payment to my NetBank Celbux or to Celbux's NetBank account. And there's the account details. They've got a NetBank account. It's a current account. Guys, when you do EFTs, even when you pay your 200 Rand to BeeCoinWise, you don't have to ask if it's tell your members, is it a savings or a business or a check account? Businesses will always have a check account. There's always check account. All right. If ever in doubt, select check account. All right. Or current account is the other word for it. Check and current is the same thing. There's the branch code and there's the account number 1205636307. That is the Celbux account inside of NetBank, right? So we're going to do literally an EFT from your bank to Celbux, who has got an account with NetBank. That's all you're doing. Don't think it's more difficult than that. That's what it is. The only thing we now need to be careful about, the money will go from your account to NetBank, Celbux's NetBank account. But Celbux needs to know who does this money belong to. And therefore your reference, very, very important. It can be called one of three things usually on your mobile app. It will be called the beneficiary reference or the recipient reference or their reference. It's one of those three usually. Okay, if there's another way that your app says it, please let me know and I'll add it to this list. I will still put on here their reference as well. But here I've put it. Beneficiary reference, their reference, recipient reference, whatever. Has to be your mobile number because then Celbux knows this money that came in belongs to you. All right. And you can do it in one of two ways. The normal way, your mobile number, 083 123 4567, whatever your number is. No spaces. It's not 083 space 123 space 4567. It's just 083 123 4567, no spaces. Or you can do it in the 27, the international format, without the zero. I do it that way because everything basically in our business works this way. So I just keep on doing it this way as just to make sure that I know where I am always. So it's 2783 123 4567, again, without any spaces. I got one the other day. Somebody said, oh, their money's not showing. Well, show me your proof of payment. And I saw 27 space 83 space 123 space 4567. That's how we would write it down so people can read it easily. But when you do it, when you're with your EFT, it's 2783123456 no spaces. This money, let me tell you now, if we do this netbank from a netbank account into this netbank account, within, it's now 30. By 16:45, your money is in your Celbux account. And you get an SMS from Celbux to say, you've just received money, here is your balance, and here's your 168 number that you can go and spend. Whenever you transfer money into your Celbux, it creates the 168 number automatically for you, and you can just use that number on the SMS and go shopping. All right, you don't have to go into the website to collapse or do anything. It is already given to you in the SMS. Okay, is this clear? Okay, we'll go to the comments just now. So this works for all the banks except Capitec. Capitec you can try, but you might get a screen that says, oh, we don't trust this account. You can't pay into this account. Really? Come on, change banks. All right. If you get that screen, sorry for you. You're going to follow the next way of doing it. This is for the Capitec accounts. Please, if you're with any other bank, don't do this way, because this is where we get the most problems, okay, because of the reference code that we need to create. If you're any other bank except Capitec, you use the first option. Only Capitec, you special, because you're so slow, you use this way. All right. And you will only fund Mondays to Thursdays during office hours. Capitec holders, please do not fund on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, public holidays, or the day before a public holiday, because it takes 24 to 48 hours for your money to get there. You are going to pay into one of these four major accounts, an ABSA, FNB, Standard Bank, or Netbank account. But these belong to Net Cash. So Net Cash will take your deposit and then give it over to Celbux. And unfortunately, Net Cash, they don't work on a Friday afternoon or weekends, and they only get back on a Monday. So if you transfer on the day before a public holiday even, they don't work the public holiday. They will only start working the day after the public holiday. Unfortunately, this is a Capitec thing. My advice to my customers, open a free Time Bank account. Transfer your money to Time Bank, and from Time Bank, it works like all the other banks with the first option. Okay, now, Capitec, this is what you're going to do. In your personal banking app, you're going to create a new beneficiary, call it Celbux Wallet or whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. You're going to add one of these four banks as a beneficiary. So Celbux has got a deposit holder's license with ABSA, FNB, Standard Bank, and Netbank, right? This is the bank account. Okay. But in reality, it's actually, this is the Net Cash account, because it's going to go from your account to Net Cash. Net Cash is going to push it out to Celbux. And that's where the trick is. Okay. Please do not transfer from Capitec to Capitec Business. It does not work properly. Okay. Capitec Business is even worse than Capitec. It will scramble your numbers. It cuts off your numbers when it comes to that reference code we're going to show you just now. Don't use Capitec Business. Transfer from Capitec to one of these accounts. I suggest Netbank, because Celbux is with Netbank anyways, the fastest service. But you can choose. If you like ABSA, put it to ABSA. Doesn't matter. All right. So pick one of these, make it a beneficiary, call it Celbux Wallet, whatever you want. That's who you're going to transfer to. Now, here is the trick. You must need proper English, that is. You need to make sure that your beneficiary reference, the recipient reference, their reference is a proper 20-digit reference code. And this is where we get the most errors. Right. This code is made up of two parts. There's the 11-digit first 11 digits and the last 9 digits. The first 11 digits is always the same. It doesn't matter which bank you've picked, ABSA, FNB, Standard, or Netbank. The first 11 digits will always be 514-022-40377. That tells Netcash that this money belongs to Celbux. Okay, so your money will go from your bank into one of these four banks into this account, 514-022-40377, which is the Celbux account within these accounts. Okay. Netcash clears money for hundreds of companies. Celbux is only one of them. This number belongs to Celbux. So within these account numbers, this number is the Celbux number. The last 9 digits is your mobile number without the 0. So not 083, not like that, but like 83. So when you put the 20 digits together, the first 11 digits, 514 022 40377, followed by your mobile number without the 0. For instance, 83123456 20 digits without spaces. Because now, when you transfer your EFT into one of these 4 accounts, the computer knows the first 11 digits says it must go to Celbux, and the last 9 digits says, Celbux, this money belongs to that mobile number. Please put it into that one. Right. Okay. Very, very important. This 20 digits has to be extremely, just check it 20 times before you do it, before you say go. All right. If you make an error here, your money is stuck in these bank accounts, whichever you chose, with Netcash. They clear hundreds of companies' money every day to put it over to those companies. Yours is one of thousands of transactions. If you put there just your name, Pete, Susanna, whatever, they've got no idea where to push this money. It lands in this account, but where to next? They don't know. They don't know that you belong to Celbux. All right. They don't know who is Pete. They don't know who is anything except this 20 digits, of which the first 11 is very important. At least if you get the first 11, Celbux will see the deposit and it will be unallocated until you can prove to them, well, that belongs to me. But if you just put their PIT or BCW or what the hell ever you put there, and it's not this 20-digit format, it can take weeks before they find your money, because yours will be one of thousands of deposits per day that goes through Netcash. Unfortunately, Capitec, until your bank sorts out their nonsense, this is the way you do it. Unless you open a Time Bank account, put your money in Time Bank, and from Time Bank, you can use this one, which is much, much easier. It clears every 15 minutes. It clears into Celbux. This can take up to 48 hours, and you can only fund between Monday and Thursday. Okay. Happy. That's how you fund your wallet. If you want to do cash, take it to NetBank. You're going to use the first option, obviously, this one. You're going to use this, and you're going to tell NetBank, I want to deposit into this account with your mobile phone as a reference number. Okay. If for some reason you can't find your deposit in your Celbux wallet, don't contact BeeCoinWise. I should actually take this out, because BeeCoinWise will just send it on to Celbux. Contact Celbux directly. There's their WhatsApp number, there's their email, and their website. Just contact them together with the backup documents and ask them, where's my money? Okay, it's easiest. If you send it to BeeCoinWise, they just forward it straight on to Celbux. BeeCoinWise, they cannot see what happens in Celbux. Okay. And that, my friends, if you are brand new, or you maybe not so new, but you've never had an introduction into this business, that is how you fund your wallet, transfer funds, help your new member, etc., etc. Okay. And that, as a beginner, is the most important part. Log into BeeCoinWise, log into Celbux, fund your wallet. But please, when you fund your wallet for the first time, use 5 Rand or 10 Rand. Don't put in 10,000 Rand and then you use the wrong reference number. Now it takes 6 months to get your money, right? You're out of that 10,000 until they find it. Use 5 Rand or 10 Rand. If that works, then put in whatever you want to put in, 500 Rand or 1,000 Rand, 2,000, whatever. Okay. Always start small. Cool. Happiness. That is, as far as I'm concerned, the most important steps for you as a new person. Before you even start talking to anybody about this business, sort out your business. Make sure you know what goes on in your business. And now you go and spend. Because once you can fund your wallet, you know where's your everything, you funded it, you spend it, you can start talking and telling people about the business. Then you will not have to sell the business. Every person that I've spoken to, and I can pick up that they haven't actually used their wallet, but they're struggling to build their business, and they ask me, what must I do? I ask them the very first question, have you funded your wallet? Have you used it? 90% of the time they say no. Well, that's your problem. Because you haven't funded your own wallet and used it, you don't know what it's about yourself, and you're trying to sell the business. Once you use your wallet, you will tell people what you're doing, and you will build much quicker. That's just my experience, but it works. Maybe for you it won't work, but it certainly works for me. Okay. I just want to go through some of these questions. I see I've got 44 on my side new messages. If anything has not been answered, can you drop it at the bottom again? I'm going to see if I can pick up anything. Natasha Pitzer has put there how to create a Google Drive. Thank you so much for that. I hope everybody's copied that, because I don't know who recorded that, but it will probably show you how to do your own Google Drive. Please explain the login as per point 7.1, Marinda. Yo, that's a long time ago. What was point 7.1? Was that in the BeeCoinWise? BeeCoinWise 7.1, I guess. Shall we do a screen share quickly of that? Because I don't know what that's about. I will have to see. Oh no, I need to get another screen open quickly for that one. Then we can see what was point 7.1. I don't mind checking it quickly. Because if one person's got a question, another person can also have a question on that. Let's see. I know we're not going to cover all the topics today, but I think it's important that we speak from the roots, what to do in your business. Okay, let's see. BeeCoinWise, becw.co.za. Now, log in. 7. What was that number? Oh, no, it's not 27. Sorry, so I want to get this number here. 737, 137, and it's a password 7.1. So that was in the settings area or in the manual. In the manual 7.1. Let's have a look here. No, I see nothing here. What was 7.1? Was it here? No. How to register? Maybe this one? No. 3? No. 4? Nope. 5? Nope. 6? Oh, here, 7.1. How to log in into my BeeCoinWise Back-Office. So go to BECW. That's what I've just done. Click on login. That's what I've done. My username was the cell phone number. The password is the one we created. If you forgot your password, you're just going to send this mobile number a request to reset your password. Okay, so there's actually nothing much that I'm not sure what that was about. Miranda, please explain the login as per point 7.1. So maybe just, if it's not clear, just ask me again, because it's just literally logging into BeeCoinWise. So what do I do? So what do I do, Nwala, as I send my POP to my line manager? So what do I do? So what do I do? I do not as I send my POP to my line manager. Nwala, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but what I do when anybody signs up with me using my code, my link, I ask them for POP. My role as a sponsor is to check you've used the correct number. We only see usually the last 4 digits of whichever the F&B number, which is okay. If the last 4 digits right, we expect the others to be okay. And I check that their reference number is their mobile number. I had a new member Friday, and she signed up, and 3 people at the same time under her signed up, and everything got a little bit mixed up. It took us about 2.5 hours to sort out who's who and whatever, but we got to sort it out. But that's my job, to make sure that the reference number is correct. One of them was not correct, so immediately I sent to the support team that this POP actually belongs to this person, and I put in what the reference number should have been. Okay, so that's what I do. And it's your job as well. Whenever you sign up somebody, make sure that you check the POP. Get your person to send that POP, scrutinize the POP, and make sure the reference number is correct. It has to be 27, drop the 0, and the rest of the mobile number. Okay, 100% accurate. If not, immediately you as the sponsor sends that POP to the support team and say, this POP, the reference should have been whatever it should have been, 2783123456 Okay, so that's what I do, and that's what you should do as well. And then you teach your person, well, you're going to show them this is the error you've made, and this is what it should have been. It's all good. We're going to fix it for you. But when you get new members, make sure, try and emphasize not to make that error. That is really creating a bottleneck in our team, in our support team, with all these wrong reference numbers. Okay. So I've just logged on there and it shows I have to pay member, but I did and used my mobile number. Okay. So when you look in your settings area, it will always be there. That banking details will forever stay there. That's your 200 Rand banking details. It never drops off. Mine's been there since November last year. Okay. And you will stay red until they match your deposit, and they actually then pay on Friday, then it will go green. Okay. It's only a once a week update. The green only happens on a Friday. All right. My name's in green doesn't mean you have my money. Nwala. I don't know where you fall in my matrix, but depends where you fall. If it's green and you're in my first 4 levels, I would have received my 10 Rand, 5 Rand, 10 Rand, or 25 Rand. Depends where you are. Okay. Let's see. I logged in late. This recorded that I can re-go. Yes, it is recorded and will be put on YouTube. The 50 Rand for your first level, where does it come from? Celbux or BeeCoinWise? So Pam, all the enrollment rewards comes from BeeCoinWise. Remember, we paid 200 Rand. 100 of that goes back into the business. 10 Rand for the first level person, 5 for second, 10 for third, 25 for the third level. That's 50 Rand in total, and 50 Rand for the link that was used. So that's 100 Rand. Okay, it comes from BeeCoinWise. I'm not on that page. I don't know. Can you put cash into Celbux? If yes, how? Brian, you can put cash. You go to Netbank and you put the cash either at the ATM or you go into the branch. You've got your Celbux Netbank account number. You're just going to put the EFT into that Netbank account. All right, with your mobile number as reference. Okay. Your Celbux account is the Netbank account. Teresa, yes and no. So Celbux has got its own Netbank account. Inside of that account, your mobile number is your portion of the Netbank account, is your little piggy bank. I'm lost already. Don't worry, Noala, you're going to just watch this training again on YouTube. Are you on mobile? Yes, you can scroll to the side. Okay, so that was to help her. Yup. I made Celbux my beneficiary on Capitec and made a payment to Netbank. It took 1 hour for Celbux to send you money balance. Awesome, Jacobus. Maybe Capitec is like waking up. That would be so good. I have to leave. No worry, Chris. Thank you for your time. You were, no problem. So I can only deposit cash at Netbank. Brian, yeah. Well, you can go to the other 3 banks, but then you need to use that 20-digit code. So I suggest go to Netbank and just use your mobile numbers. It's much easier and less issues that can happen from there. How do we buy at the supermarket? You give them, well, depends Isaiah. So we have a list of what happens. We're going to get to that now. For making the Zoom conference, it helps a lot. You're welcome, PJs. Page 6. Maranda, page 6. Okay, let's go back. Let me just quickly see what was on page 6. Okay, yeah, but that was just the login. That was just how to log in on page 6. Okay, so we're not going to go through that again. Oh, she gets it now. Awesome. If one overfunds their wallet, can you get it back? Azai, no, you just spend more. How can you overfund? Just spend more. But yeah, you can withdraw from Checkers, and I think we can pay, I don't know, but you can withdraw from some of the outlets. Okay, but don't. Just pay whatever you can from your wallet. How do we correct wrong sponsor number when a new member puts a wrong sponsor number? Mishek, too bad. Too bad. That was part of make sure that they use the link and don't change anything. Make sure you don't change the sponsor details. Now they belong to someone else. Too bad. Okay. Why did they change the number in the first place? That's why we say if you click on, it says there's 1 or 2 options, but it's pre-populated. If they click on your link, it's populated with your membership number. Now, if they click on mobile number, your sponsor number disappears. I always tell the people, well, now you have to click on the link again and you start from the top. That's the only way you do it. You start from the top, you don't click on sponsor details. Too bad. They now belong to someone else. So that's where they are. What is a POP, proof of payment? Yeah, okay. I get them to send screenshots before submitting, and yeah, and also to do a first payment before they register. Cool, that's nice. Who's that? Natasha. Good. Yeah, that's nice. Always help your people step by step. Please explain to everyone how not paying the 200 fee impacts everyone. Jean, yeah, if you don't pay your 200 Rand, I say to people, whenever somebody signs up with me, three conditions. Number one, you have attended at least one Zoom presentation. Not one person will ever get my link without watching a Zoom presentation. Finish and clap. Number two, they will, in writing, say, yes, I understand what the business is about, right? So they understand. And three, have you got your 200 Rand ready? Yes, I've got my 200 Rand ready. That's the only way they can get my link from me. Otherwise, they don't get it. I don't care. I've got probably about 50 or 100 people here that cannot answer yes to all three questions, don't get my link. I don't need you in my business. Now, if you don't pay your 200 Rand, you stay red. Nobody gets paid if you are red. Nobody gets the referral commission. Nobody gets the 10 Rands or the 5 Rands or anything. You don't earn anything. You can bring 1,000 people in. But if you red, you will never, ever get 1 cent for that 1,000 people. So you're disadvantaging yourself as well. So those three conditions. Have you attended the webinar? Do you know what the business is about? Have you got your 200 Rand ready? Only then can you get into my business. Can I put monies in my wallet account in ShopRite? Teresa, yes, you can. Okay, you can. But I think it's going to work with that 20-digit code. I'm not sure because I've never funded my wallet at Checker. So just ask them what they need. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. If I pay more than 200 for registration by mistake, can I get the change? Again, it's why would you pay more than 200? Too fast, whatever. I've got a lady anyway, she paid 200 and then another 300. Where did the 300 come from? So she asked about that, and all I said is we're going to ask BeeCoinWise to transfer the 300 to her wallet. That's the easiest for BeeCoinWise because they've got a wallet as well. Just transfer the 300 to your wallet. So Ms. Sheck, if you pay too much, just ask them, get to the customer service and ask them to pay the money that you pay too much from their account into your wallet account. All right. Can you transfer money from your Celbux wallet to your bank account? Not directly to your bank account. You need to have a business Celbux account. All right. And that's usually if you have a huge turnover in your Celbux account, then you can transfer back to your bank account. Otherwise, you can withdraw at some of the merchants and it costs you 10 Rand. Okay. But we'll get to the whole bank account transfer from Celbux to wallet once people start earning this 15 and 20 and 30 and 50 and 200 and 500,000 a month. Then yes, we want to transfer. Okay, for now, we're just funding our wallet. Is there a recorded Zoom to send to prospect immediately? No, there is not, a short one. There's quite a few. If you go on YouTube, you'll find a lot of short versions, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. Just go search it yourself and send it. I've tested it. I've sent it so far maybe to 5 people. Not one of them came back. Not one. But they were, I want to see it now. I want to see it now. But I don't have time for Zoom. I'll watch it. Not one came back. They don't convert. But if you want that, go search for them on YouTube. I don't promote them. So you just go and find them yourself because they don't convert. You're wasting your time. And yeah, people don't watch those things. Whereto, I'm going to unmute you so you can ask your question. I see your hand's been up for a while. There you go.
Rian, how's it?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm surviving. Thank you very much. Sorry, man. I want to follow up on a question that was asked by Michelle Dube. When the new member mistakenly put the wrong or interferes with the sponsors the sponsors code, that means it has changed completely. He or she is on another level. Okay. Now my question is, is that new sponsor that he or she has taken now it's going to register under? Can they just access? I mean, can she or he or she access that?
So they made the error. You're asking if the member under which this person now registered, if they can see this person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's say, for instance, a person has actually registered under your. It was a member on my downline, but mistakenly changed it to Rian's thing. Is there any way that I am now able to see that that person is registered, because we're experiencing that?
No, it's gone. That member is not mine. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Yeah, I can see that member if it's in one of my 4 lines, but you cannot because it's above you now, right? So you can't see. If they registered maybe on somebody below you, you'll still see the member, but you've lost that member. You maybe didn't guide that member properly or didn't guide that person 100%, or that person just did whatever they wanted to. They didn't listen to you, whatever the reason is. They made the mistake, but it's too late. They have now registered. They belong to someone else.
Okay, but they are part and parcel of us.
Of BeeCoinWise, yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
that's my concern, because there were a few people that actually received a wrong, not to say wrong, but they actually interfered with the sponsors' details. As a result, they got lost in the system. So to say now, we want to know, because if a person has actually, you have referred the person to the business, you have actually told the person to, this is the business, and now you don't know what is happening. You understand?
Yeah, no, so this is why I say rather get 1 person per week and make sure they do it correctly than 10 people in 1 hour and all 10 makes a mistake and you've lost them. Yeah. But thank you. Good question. And it's recorded, so hopefully somebody's going to watch this. Thank you, Zeto. All right. Cool. Dorothy is asking whether there would be a meeting tonight. Dorothy, I would urge you to ask your sponsor. I see somebody has posted, Devil, thank you. Ask your sponsor why did they not pass on to you the meeting information? I posted that last night already, or yesterday afternoon, I can't remember, but yesterday. So they had more than 24 hours to get it to you. If they don't have it, ask your sponsor to ask his or her sponsor. Why they did not get it? Because it was sent out yesterday already. I made sure that I sent it out early so that we know that there's going to be a lot of people tonight at the webinars, because we didn't have one on Friday. We didn't have one on Saturday. So Dorothy, you are one of those who's got a sponsor who's not sending on stuff. You should, if you don't get every day your webinar info, you can already ask your sponsor, where's their webinar info? Because every day there will be a webinar, except on a Saturday. And sometimes like this week, I didn't do one on Friday, but then I will inform everybody. If you don't have your webinar information for tonight or any day, ask your sponsor, where's the webinar information? And they can ask their sponsor and their sponsor and their sponsor. So you might be one of those weeskinders, orphans, whose sponsor does not care. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But it was sent out yesterday. So Dorothy, please check with your sponsor. Okay. I tried to make a payment from Standard Bank to Celbux. Now got a notification that the transaction wasn't successfully processed. Do you perhaps know why? No, I don't know. Natasha, without any proof of payment or anything to check, I would not know. Made a payment from Standard Bank to Celbux. I don't know. Just try again. Just try again. When is the next Zoom meeting? Teresa, it was posted here just above. It's tonight. So Teresa, you didn't get it from your sponsor. I would urge you to ask your sponsor, why did you not get your SMS, your WhatsApp message? I sent it out yesterday. So there's one tonight in English at 7 and Afrikaans at 8 o'clock. All right. Maybe whoever's got those details. So there's it again. Can somebody just post the Afrikaans one as well for us, please? So people on here, at least there's 75 people. Hopefully we get 75 Afrikaans people also tonight. By what time does the webinar info get sent to your direct downloads? So Natasha, I send it out the night before, usually. I try to send it. Sometimes it's late, it doesn't matter. But when they wake up in the morning, they will have it to start sending it out. But I try to send it out the day before. It's up by 8, 9 o'clock at night at least. I know some of them are in bed by then, but when they wake up, they will see it and they need to start sending it out. I tried to use the same link before, but because I changed the times, then the same link thing doesn't work. So unfortunately, at this stage, we change the link every day. Okay, we'll get to a stage where it's the same. Mishek, let's see what you've got to ask. There we go. Please go ahead. You can unmute yourself, Mishek. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you very much,
Welcome.
Ryan. What happened with one of my people that joined the business is that they changed or they interfered with the sponsor number, and they just put a number of someone who is not in the business. So that person doesn't belong to anybody in the business. So how can we correct that? Can we say maybe the person re-register again? Because they belong to no one. If it was somebody in the business, it's better because it's amongst us. So it's just in nobody's group. Let me put it that way.
Okay. No, I get that. Thank you very much for that. Jean actually just had a comment here. I think more or less the same happened. Somebody in her downline went kind of missing, and they contacted support, and she was allocated where she needs to belong. You can't register. It's actually, I can't think that that person got registered with the person that's not in the business, because it will actually say that number doesn't exist. You cannot register if the number does not exist. So you can ask support to see where that person is, but they most likely do belong to somebody. Maybe they gave up on the number and they just used a reference number, let's say 1234, and now they belong to 1234. You cannot register with you cannot put a mobile number in and try and register if that mobile number is not in the system. You can only register with an existing number in the system to belong to as a sponsor. But please forward that to support and ask them to check for you whether this person has been allocated. But that person will belong to somebody somewhere in the system by now. And you've lost that person because, again, they didn't follow your procedure. Unfortunately, this is going to happen more and more, especially when we start getting more people in. And this will happen more on your third line going to your fourth line. You've got 1,000 people talking, and they're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose some people. Somebody will get them. But remember, again, at the end of the day, yes, it's nice to have that person, but for that person, his business starts with him. So wherever he is, doesn't really matter. He's going to start his business and build his business. But yeah, just check with Nella where that person ended up. All right. Isaiah, let's go. There you go. You can unmute. Cool.
Thank you very much, sir. My question is on the recruiting process in terms of the first 10, the second level, the third level, the fourth level. The first 10 are my direct recruits that I recruit.
Mm-hmm.
If I recruit some more 2 people or 3 people, what do I do with those? Are those also my direct recruits, or how does it work?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Isaiah. Good question. So what you can do, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find the very first training we did. I discussed that in quite detail, but basically what happens is your 11th and 12th person will go into your second level. If they use your referral code, it will go and look who was the very first person that signed up. Have they got a spot 1 available? If yes, it will go there. If no, it will go to your second person you signed up. Have they got a spot 1 available? If yes, it will go there. If not, we'll go and look at your number 3 person that you signed up. So it goes from left to right and looks for where is a spot 1 available. Once everyone in your 10 people's got spot 1 filled, your next person that you bring in with your code, we call it the spillover. We'll go and look at your people in order of registration who's got a spot 2 available, and start filling up all your spot 2s, and then look for spot 3s and so forth. So you will only start getting your people in your third level once you've got 100 people on your second level. Then your spillover will go into your third level and see who was the very first person in your third level. Have they got a spot 1 available? And start filling up all the spot 1s and then spot 2s and so forth to fill your 1,000 people. But it goes into spillover. The other option to do is, if you've got more than 10 people, is to see who in your first line is struggling to get their first person maybe, and say, okay, I see you are struggling. I've got an extra person. Can I use your code and put that person underneath you? You're not going to get that 50 Rand anymore. The person that you're helping will get the 50 Rand. You'll get just 5 Rand because it's your level 2. And that person's going to get 60 Rand because you're helping them to fill a person in their first level. So we've done that a lot, where we help our first people to get people into their first line, but you don't get the 50 Rand. Long term, that's the better thing to do. If you're just after signing up people, then obviously you want all the 50 Rands, which is not always the best thing to do, because you want to build your team strategically, help the people that needs help, and use their links if you have to. But,
okay, thank you very much. That's very clear.
Yeah.
Got another question.
Okay.
Can we recruit people with no accounts?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, they can pay the 200 Rand to BeeCoinWise. They can go to FNB and do a cash deposit, and they can fund their wallet by going to Nedbank and do a cash deposit at Nedbank. So yeah, absolutely.
Right. Okay. And how do they get paid? How do they get?
So all your pay, so your weekly pay and your monthly pay, goes straight into your into your Celbux wallet. So all your money goes to Celbux. So that becomes their account then, and they'll be spending from the Celbux wallet. If they need, let's say, 50 Rand for taxi fare or something, they can go to Checkers and withdraw the 50 Rand, and they pay a 10 Rand transaction fee, and they can withdraw from Checkers, let's say. I know Checkers you can withdraw, for instance. Yeah.
Is there a card, a card that we use, or we just use the wallet?
We're cashless. It's all on your mobile phone. It's all on your phones and it's in your SMSs.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep. All right. You're welcome. Thanks for those questions. Thank you. I see Andrews are saying some people sign up directly from the BeeCoinWise website. Now, can be, yeah. And no, they can't do anything about that because it's their right. They run a business. BeeCoinWise, they've also got 10 spots. So France, who started the business, he's got his 10 legs and he's building his business. And the person that goes to that website, they can't just sign up. They have to use either a referral code or a mobile number. They can't just sign up and it goes somewhere. They have to have a referral number or a mobile number. That's the only way they can sign up from the website. I discussed it in this week with somebody, and there's no ways a person can just go to BeeCoinWise website and sign up if they don't have somebody's mobile number or somebody's referral code. So yeah, okay. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Latasha. Thanks for being here. I think she's gone. Thank you. Are there any other questions? I'm not going to do anything else today because it's been very much, I wanted to get everybody up and running in their business. So I didn't go into voucher warehouse or anything else. It's all on previous trainings for you to go and look. I want everybody in here to make sure you can log into your BeeCoinWise account, you can log into your Celbux account, and you can fund your Celbux account, and you can spend your money, because that is the business. Then you go and tell people about the business. Okay. That is, for me, when anybody starts with me, we check those two things. You sign up, you get into BeeCoinWise, you get into Celbux. Can you fund your wallet? Can you spend with your wallet? Now let's go and tell the world about this, or tell South Africa about this. Okay. Took plenty of notes. Thank you, Natasha. And for those who's missed anything, I will publish this. I will even try, I don't know if tonight, but tomorrow morning, I'll get it onto my YouTube. Again, as soon as it's published on my YouTube channel, I put into my WhatsApp group, I put a notice. There's new training being uploaded. My people will populate to their groups. And so it should go through. So you should all know by the time at some stage that it's been uploaded. What I am going to do now quickly is just to put the YouTube channel in the chat, so which you can just save somewhere, and you can always just go and check anyway, because all the previous trainings I have already published on YouTube. All right. So it's all there. Please go and watch it. It's quite sad when I know that we are in my leg, going through all the levels to level 20, 25. There must be at least 4,000 people. I published training and I see 52 people has watched it. 13 people has watched it. It's kind of disheartening because why are we doing this? Okay, go and watch it. Tell your new people to go and watch it. All right, there's a lot. Start from the latest ones and work your way back. All right, because things have changed from the beginning until now. And at least then you will know, if you watch the latest ones, that is the latest technology, for instance. Yeah, even the 2 months that we've been on here, things have changed. And we've grown almost 10,000 people in 2 months in this business. So imagine the next 2 months and 3 months. I don't know who of you have watched Dr. Frans Swanepoel, who said by September, end of September, there will be 1 million people in this business. I suggest you get your people in your front row. So when they bring this 1 million people, it's going to start filling up our matrices. You don't want your mother to be all of a sudden below 1 million people and then you start building for her. Get them in. Their first 2, 3, 4 spots should be your closest family and friends. Just put them in. I've paid for so many of my people because I said to them, this business is going to provide you for your pension. I paid for my mother. Now she's like smiling. She was like, I'm not sure if I want to do this. I said, you will do this. I pay for you. I don't care what you say. You will do this. And I'm building her matrix for her. This morning she went to Clicks. The other day to Pick and Pay. Tomorrow they'll go to Checkers. And they're spending Celbux money. BeeCoinWise money, Celbux money. Put your people in. Get that first line, your closest friends and family, and then pick the others very carefully. Don't beg anybody for this business. Don't try and convince anybody. Don't try and answer 10 million questions. If they've got more than 10 questions, they're wasting your time. Tell them to come to a webinar. Don't waste your breath. All right, I'll convince them, but I don't convince anybody. Again, this morning I said to someone, I'm not here to convince you. If you don't see it, you don't see it. Then come to another webinar. You will see it eventually. Don't waste your breath. There are 36 million people shopping in this country. You only need 10. Okay, cool. It's only for South Africa. It's for shopping in South Africa. All right, so Lesotho or Lesotho, they can register as well. I know they're busy with Namibia. So Namibia is going to be on board soon. But at this stage, it's for shopping in South Africa. So if you've got a foreigner that lives in South Africa, they've got a valid passport, let them register. They're shopping in South Africa, they can build this business. Okay. Can EFT payments be made from your wallet? No. No, it can't. Right? We're spending with the wallet. So you can get your doctor to become a merchant, and then you can pay your doctor with your wallet. All right, so that's that we can do. All righty, cool. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, this is going to be where we end for today. We will be back at 7 o'clock with our English webinar and 8 o'clock with our Afrikaans webinar. Isaiah, do you want to ask another question? I'm not sure. I'm going to unmute you just for in case. I don't want to.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm done. Thank you. You've been very helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Let me lower your hand. There we go. Okay, cool. I hope this was helpful. Thank you, Latasha. Thank you, Willem, for, telling us a little bit in the beginning about your journey so far. For those that's doubting this business, please, it is just another way of paying. That's all. And we're building a network. That's all. We're telling people and we're keeping track of who we tell, and you're getting paid accordingly. That's all we're doing. Word of mouth. This time you're getting rewarded for word of mouth. Don't make this a difficult business. It is the easiest business ever. All right. Maranda, let me ask you to unmute. There you go. You've made loads of comments, so now you can speak up.
How are you?
Maranda, can you hear? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear? I just want to find out. I promoted this on TikTok because I'm on TikTok. So I made a post about the webinar tonight. Now, I think I may have like messed up and lost two people that wanted to join, because at the end I worded like comment and I'll send you the link. Now, I don't know if I am able to post the link for everyone to see on the comments, because I also do digital marketing. So we say, I will never DM you first. So I kind of like, I don't know if I'm allowed to post the link for everybody to see on TikTok.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Good question. Yeah. I will never, ever post my link for anybody or everybody to see. So I do on TikTok as well. I will get them to get back into my WhatsApp, or I actually handle them through my email system, automated system. And only there I will share one-on-one the email link, or they become part of my automated system where they get an email. Like probably now at 6 o'clock, my emails will go out. It's already set up. So everybody that asks for information at 6 o'clock will get my email to say, here's the link for tonight. I will not put it on TikTok because they will see the link, they will come and watch, they will join, and they don't know where they saw the link. And they'll just go back to TikTok. Oh, here's somebody talking about the 200 Rand business, and they will ask that person, what's your link? So yeah, I will never do it like that. Okay. Obviously, if they ask for information, you can ask them, send me 200 Rand. Oh, I see. Yeah. So they're going to do it in the comment section. Oh, it's very difficult. See, in the comment section for me on TikTok, I just refer them back to my website where they will then register their email address with me. I would not even put the link in the comment section on TikTok, because everybody's going to see it and you're going to lose the people. It's difficult. If you ask for TikTok for email address, they will take that comment out. So it's very difficult. I automated my system through System.io so I can get those people. Otherwise, you must ask them, with all the little flowers and stuff between your mobile number, and just put in the comments, please contact me at your mobile number, with little flowers and stuff in between. So TikTok doesn't know it's a mobile number, and they will leave it there, and they will then send you a WhatsApp asking you for the link, and then you send them the link in WhatsApp, and then you've got their mobile number. That's probably then how I would do it. Yeah, probably like you can even put like 083 in a little house, and then 1, 2, 3. Jette tog, jy praat ek my al die af and I'm still muted. Anyway, so Marinda, as I said, I will just ask them in the comments to send you a WhatsApp. Put your WhatsApp number in there. Just camouflage the number. Darby asked, one of his people in his frontline doesn't want to go on with the business. Can it be cancelled? No. You can request from that person who does not want to go on to send a message to support and ask them to be removed from the business. Please delete all my records, my personal information as per the POPI Act from your system. I'm not interested in this anymore. He will not get a refund, but they will take his name out. That's the only way you can get anybody out. That person needs to request to be removed from the system. Then yes, they can remove that person. But other than that, you're stuck with that person. Okay. Sometimes if you put 2 or 3 people underneath that person, they might start building, because they're going to see some money coming into their Celbux account, and they're like, oh, it actually works. Oh, this is for real. And then they'll put people in. But yeah, my suggestion would be speak to that person and say, please, can you just send support a message and let them do a screenshot to you, and please remove all my information from your database as per Poppy Act. I'm not interested in the business any longer. That's all you can do, and then put someone in there. It's going to happen. Lots of people join the business and they think tomorrow they're going to earn R1 million. I always use the example. I had somebody that responded on TikTok. So I pay my 200 Rand, sit back, relax, and wait for Friday. Like, no, it's not quite how it's going to happen. We have to do work. This is a business. This is why we look for entrepreneurs. Okay. Anyway, I just hope the whole freaking thing is recorded now with this shutting down and coming up again. Please, hopefully. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to have dinner and then I'll be back at 7. Cool. Did you learn something? I hope so. Please go back to this video if it recorded, because now it's shut down and start again. I hope it's still there. And then I'll see you at 7 o'clock. I'm going to end this anyway right here.